to put a big patch of membrane around.
What that means is it's going to be very difficult. So yesterday we put down the Ditra heat mat over here. I'll finish that area later because the heat's only going in this part here. There's not going to be any heat in the closet area here. So anyway, so this is the shower floor is dry. So if you saw the last video, this was soaking wet because we flood tested it. So I opted not to do that and install the heat membrane instead. So now it's dried overnight, nice and dry. And this is my tile that's going in the shower floor. This is not, it looks like marble, it is not marble. This is actually glass. It's a glass tile. When you're installing a glass tile, make sure you use the proper thin set. You want a ANSI A118.15 mortar. That's a high polymer content mortar. If you saw the other video where I had to reset this bonding planche because the plumber popped it from underneath, so I had to put a big patch of membrane around there, so that adds height to this area here. So what that created was a little, I don't know if you can see that, like a space which could be like a bird bath if that's not addressed all the way. Not so much on this side, but these three sides here, I have that same problem. See over there, I don't know if you can see it from there, and over here. So in that area there, I'm just going to put just a strip of membrane over here, just to take up that when I install the tile. So I'm going to do that over there, and over here. This side doesn't need it because the hump is right here. Okay, so I'm dry fitting the Mosaic tile on the shower floor. I pretty much always do that because that way you have everything cut and then you can just cement it in all at once. Something that you probably need to know, especially when you got two drains. Now because this floor slopes like this, and then it slopes up like that, slopes like that, and slopes up like this. There's a bowl here, and there's a bowl here, and there's a high spot there. So what that happens is, the distance from the drain, I got the drain covered right there, but it's right there. The distance from here to here, plus the distance from here to here, is longer than that distance there, because that is level. This is sloped, so you get a longer distance because there's a curve there. So what that means is it's going to be very difficult to get all the corners exactly aligned. You can get it so it looks good, but sometimes you can't get it perfect. Just be aware when you're doing this kind of stuff, especially with it's not so visible with a hexagon tile, but with a square tile, sometimes you can see it more. So you have to make adjustments in the tile so that visually it looks straight and it looks good. But just be aware that it's not going to be perfect because the floor is not flat. It's got humps and dips in it. So all the distances across the floor in any direction are not going to be the same. Dry laying my tile. Drains right over here. Or one of the drains. So just get it as good as you can. Okay, so that's the entire shower floor cut in. So now I just got the two drains to do. Okay, so that's one drain cut in. Just gonna make some adjustments on these sheets. Now we'll cut the other one in. Okay, so both drains are cut in. Time to mix some mortar.
Now I'll pick these up in order, and I'm going to put them in order, so that I know where they go. So remember, I put this membrane down here, one here, because I had to put a patch in here. So put one here.
Hey, so on this channel, I try and show you the proper way of installing a tile according to TCNA and CM manufacturer's recommendations. If you find something useful in this channel and I helped you out in any way, please consider subscribing and make sure you smash that like button. It'll really help me out. Thanks for watching. Remember I told you about the because I had to put this patch in over here, so there was a little dip over there, so I put that in all the way around to compensate for that. Now I'm going to start cementing down my tile. Okay, so the back of these tiles are pretty flat, so I'm just going to use just a deeper trowel. This has got a spacer. Flatten the ridges to help it squeeze through. I'm going to put this in and check to see what my coverage is. If it's good, I'm going to continue with that trowel. And it is good, so I'm going to continue with that trowel. Okay, so that's the shower floor, the two drains. Try to make it balanced. The lines are not perfect, and they can't be, because as I said before, there's all kinds of ups and downs in here, so the grout lines will open and close as you go over the humps and valleys. But anyway, that's the shower floor. Wall tile came in, so I can actually, I'll just cover the floor a little bit and I can start on the wall tile tomorrow. Okay, so I covered the floor. but I left room around the perimeter because I don't want the tile sitting on the tape, because then it's going to be a huge pain here to get the tape out. So you leave enough room so when you set your tile, it won't be covering the tape. So that's all the way around. And if you have to clean up that little bit, it's quick and easy.